Well, after a 4th of July week where we were off from racing, we're back in the VOR IndyCar Series for round at number 3 as we welcome you to the desert in the 1 mile short oval. That is the Phoenix Raceway on this Saturday afternoon as we get you ready for 275 kilometers of racing here in the desert on the Captain eSports Network. Got a pretty good sponsor, a pretty good race setup for us this evening as we get you ready for the Bitcoin SimRacing 275 kilometers, 171 laps around this Phoenix 1 mile oval. It is going to be a fun race. I think you're going to see some entertainment here when it is all said and done. So we get you ready for what looks to be a pretty wild race. 27 cars ready to roll. And it's going to be wild. The unknown is definitely here. I'm the captain, Chris Scala. We welcome you in. Qualifying is underway. And we'll hopefully catch the tail end of it here in moments. But first, we're going to go through all the information that you need to know. Let's start with the point standings after 2 races. It is the Esther Oman show. So far, he's got a 41-point lead after his 2 wins so far in the 2 races. However, there's a pretty big race in another series going on right now, and some of the drivers have run over in that race this afternoon. I'm not sure if Jesper's one of them, but he is not here. There is no Jesper Oman. AJ Musselman, who is second, Thomas Geisler, Bruno Miranda, I don't see his name either. But those guys, the top 4 right now, Sudik, they're in 5th. Those guys are here, so we'll see some big changes in the points coming up after this race tonight here in Phoenix, but that is how it looks right now. Let's take a look at the track information. Phoenix, of course, recently was flipped, and now the start-finish line is over here in the dog leg, or near the dog leg of turn 1 and, I should say of what used to be turn 1 and 2. As they come off pit road, you'll see the start-finish line there. The dog leg is off limits. They will get a slow-down penalty if they try to use the dog leg as part of the new track that iRacing came out with. There's no more cones over there. Instead, now you get a slowdown penalty. But you see turn 1 and 2 is a 9-degree sweeping corner. Turn 3 and 4, a little less, or a little high banked to a little bit more, up to 11 degrees. And then, of course, that is where I've got it backwards. Turn 3 and 4 is, I got it right. See, I'm getting the corners mixed up, and I haven't broadcasted in like a week, so forgive me. I got to get the rust out real quickly here. Either way, it is a very fun track. You see pit road starts all the way over there in turn 2 and ends all the way over here in turn 4. It's a very long pit road, but we'll show you in a little bit where the green flags and stuff will be thrown and that kind of thing here throughout tonight's race. Let's talk a little bit about strategies here. As I mentioned, 171 laps, 275 kilos. It is a 47 to 53 lap stint. Of course, 80% fuel, which is 14.8 gallons on this 1 mile oval. Pablo Diaz Francis won back in the first season. We have not been back here since season 4, where Julian Altona won an actual pretty exciting race there in season 4. Can Julian go back-to-back? He was actually fastest in practice this afternoon, if you were watching for a little bit there before we came on the air. So that is what is going on, of course, in the pre-race stuff. So let's get down to the track and see what is going on in qualifying right now. Looks like Thomas Geisler is your provisional pole sitter so far. A lot of cars have run laps. Let's go down here. I see Dakota DeMay is on track right now in the Sunset Arctic Games card. If I can get to the cameras quick enough. There we go. There's Dakota on track. And Dakota crossing the line is going to be 20th, believe it or not. Not a good run for the 82. Now, he did not run many laps in practice. There are some cars out here. DL Lemon there in the 5th position right now. He and I think it was Gabriel Amer ran over 100 laps in practice. So they ran plenty of laps in that 1 hour practice session. They are going to be set to go here very shortly in this race and hopefully feeling pretty good about their cars. Of course, we had some drivers just get in here, so they've not run many laps. So it looks like we got some guys who are not going to qualify or have actually had EOLs from previous races And I can actually read that one off to you really quickly here. The penalties from the last week's race, or 2 weeks ago's race at Michigan. And then, of course, you had some penalties that bled from the Texas race that some people did not show up for the Michigan race, so those kind of add up, and I cannot find the penalties all of a sudden here. Maybe they're in announcements, but I will get to them here in a second. No, I can't find them. So either way, there are some cars that will be having some penalties. They will be starting at the back of the field, but it looks like the field is set. And let's go down to the starting lineup, and that's where you'll see Thomas Geisler on the pole, 19.1. I was wondering if an 18-second lap was possible around Phoenix. That is somewhere in the 190-mile-an-hour range, by the way. That will get him the pole tonight alongside the Alternate Autosport owner, Julian Alternate, starting in second position. Nicholas Sudik will start there third alongside Cameron Bostian. Good qualifying effort for the Texas driver. DL Lemon, the Bitcoin SimRacing team. I believe he's also the owner of that team. He will start there at fifth alongside Matthias Kraus. Mauro Ramirez, who had a rough Michigan race, he'll start alongside Cesar Cabral. Will Line and Sebastian Kinder in row 5. Row 6, Fran Herrera and Jose Granado will start in the 6th row outside. Row number 7, Dan Morera, 40 Racewear team. He'll start there in the 13th position and alongside Tobias Nahra. I believe that's how that's pronounced. Ty Richter and Sven Von Kanel will start there in the 16th position. Gabriel Emmer and Matthias Strauss there in row number 9. Row 10, Donna Vera and Dakota DeMay. Row 11, AJ Musselman. That's going to be one to watch. He's going to be a fast one. Top 5 finish at Michigan just a couple of weeks ago alongside Craig Forsyth, who's actually not 100%. He's, I believe, had some knee surgery or something, so he's going to be doing his best tonight with his situation there. Blaine Sparling making his debut in the series. Yes, that's the same Blaine Sparling you might notice from Wednesday night in the GLSR series. He's here tonight alongside Antonio Estrada. And then the last couple rows, Josh Tucker, Sam Barnes, and Ethan Harrison will complete 27 cars on this 1 mile oval. There'll be a lot of action really quickly.
Okay, someone remember the start.
As cars roll off. Now there will be one lap pretty much of caution here, and then we go green, which means this is going to be a very, very quick pace lap. As you see already, they're coming into turn 3 and 4 now, what used to be turn 1 and 2 of the oval. Now I'm going to throw this up on the screen here just as a reminder. That is the start zone right there. So that green area. So they're going to pass a black banner on the right-hand side of turn 1 and 2, or I'm sorry, of turn 3 and 4. That's 1 and 2 now. Here we go, getting the rust out again. And once they pass that zone, leader can take off. You'll see the black banner right about here as Geisler enters the zone. Round number 3, VOR IndyCar Series, green from Phoenix. And it appears Cesar Cabral did not make the start of the race, so he's going to start on pit road or something. Ethan Harrison did not grid, so 25 cars taken to green as Geisler will lead lap 1. Of course, our cameras tonight presented by TrackCams22.com. You can check them out online, also on Facebook and on the iRacing forums. TrackCams22.com is the website where you'll see the realest cameras. Pretty much anything that looks close to a real broadcast, you will see it here on the Captain eSports Network. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight as Thomas Geisler pulls away to about an 0.8 of a second lead already. He's driving away. And issues, Donna Vera has parked it over here to turn 1 and 2 wall, and Donna has towed back to the pits. Thankfully, no cars were around, and we will stay green. Let me get a quick replay of what happened to Donna. Oh, a little net code. Net code between, that might have been Musselman, actually, that got into the 10 car, and they went up into the wall, unfortunately for Donna. An early exit in this race. Let's look at it one more time here. Yep, that's Musselman inside the 54. Yeah, plenty of room. Plenty of net code, as they call it, right there on the track. No caution. We stay green. Let's watch DL Lemon here. DL very fast in practice. That's the 59 of Matthias Kraus inside. Matthias going to take the pass. Speeds around here close to 195 miles an hour down these straightaways. Of course, if you're used to watching stock cars around here, it's like, what, 170, slow down to about 100 miles an hour in the corners. Yeah, we don't do that around here. Jose Grinaldo there in the 10th position. Right in front of there, Sebastian Kinder. Under attack there, it's Will Lyon there on the 89. Look, tight squeeze there with Mauro Ramirez also in that battle. A lot of moving around. So you want to drive open wheel cars? We're probably close to 200 mile an hour in the draft there. 6th gear, probably get a downshift with the arrow. You go down a gear, turn 4. I'm used to calling that turn 1. There's the start finish line. The dog leg, you can't go below that yellow line at all. Which in these open wheel cars, you got plenty of more room to work your way through that area. Yeah, these cars hauling the mail here, so the Will Lyon on the move here, up a 3rd position, potentially from the start inside of DL Lemon. Makes the pass. I think DL's just being patient, letting this race come to you. But you see already 12 laps in the books. Open wheel cars used to run here at Phoenix an awful lot back in the day. Of course, back in the mid-2000s, a couple of races were ran here. But they haven't really been back since. I actually enjoy Phoenix when it comes to open wheel racing. I've run myself a fixed race here before. I think I finished like top 10. Very tough to pass. The tires definitely, the right front especially, slides a lot, takes a beating. So if you don't have the car handling well at all, that car could go sliding up the track and you could lose a position. It's very important that you nail the apex of these corners on this kind of track. And you see cars trying to find space, find clean air. Very hard to do. Sven Van Kannel there in the 12th position. Fran Herrera, the 85 car, in the 14th spot. He's in this battle, so is AJ Musselman, who's up 8 spots already. Biggest mover. I said during the grid, he would be one to watch coming up through this field, and here he comes. Coming off his top 5 at Michigan. Got that 1-2 for his team, but you know deep down inside he wants to bring this Indy Alliance Racing team another win. They've already got 2. However, getting close there. With Oman not here tonight, Musselman wants to make it 3 for 3 for this team. And look at that, not to mention it's his hometown, no pressure. There you go, AJ Mello, 3 wide, 1 car up on the top side there. I think that's Nahra. Not sure if he got the wall or just got tight, but had to get out of the gas. He has lost almost 8-9 positions and is off the pace right now. So this, he's coming to pit road here, so I'm not sure. Tobias might have gotten the wall. I don't see damage on the right side, but that doesn't mean you don't have it. Let's, and the camera, so he must be on pit road right there he is. Okay. Let's, maybe I can find this. Let's see. We'll go about right here, it looks like is where he starts to fall back. Oh, right there, you see it. He goes up into the outside wall. Once again, I think we might add netcode. I'm going to use the manual rewinds here for a second. Let's, he's got DL Lemon there on his inside. Oh, yeah. Once again, looks like maybe some kind of netcode deal, but Nara tried to fit that car in there. I'm not sure if that was the best decision he could have made, but I'm not going to criticize it. He knows what he's doing out there. Is Antonio Estrada now. He's got a destroyed right front. So cars falling by the wayside. Attrition going up here. As we watch Musselman inside Amaro Ramirez, going to move into the 9th position already. As we are 25 laps in this 171 laps, 275 kilometers event here at the Phoenix Raceway, just outside of Phoenix, Avondale, Arizona. The sun's starting to set here. Might even get a little twilight racing before it's over with. As Sven making a move here last second inside Amaro. Sven had a very rough Texas Motor Speedway race to open the season. Looking to bounce back here in the 3rd race to get a good finish. But it looks like Estrada's still on pit road, and Tobias is taking his car behind the wall. Check back here. How about Craig Forsyth up 8 positions to 14th, and he must be doing okay. There he is in that 40 racewear, number 27. The Canadian driver looking good outside of the 8 of Strauss. Nice crossover move there, over under. And he's going to make the pass for position. Look at Craig get it going. Oh no! Hard into the wall. That's going to bring the caution out. Barrera's involved, so is Amer. Wrong place, wrong time for those guys, and the first caution comes out. I don't want to say Craig came up into the 8, but it looked kind of like it, and whoever the cameraman is, or get that man another drink. All right, let's see the replay here. Let's slow it down here. It's going to happen up here at Forsyth. Enters the corner. You can kind of see him sliding up already here. Maybe some dirty air. 8's going to go up there. Top side there. Oh, yeah. Wing contact with the wheel. Bam. Smashes the wall. And somehow the left front of the car brakes after a right side contact. On the Dan Barrera car, and then a hard hit right there. Let's show it one more time here, and we'll go to pit stops here as our car's on pit road. Watch the 26's left front here. He got hit so hard on the right, his left broke. There's the contact with the 8, smashes the wall, and then watch the bam, left front breaks. All right, caution out for the first time, and let's Watch pit stops as they come in. So Geisler's going to come in. Not everyone, or those might be lap cars actually. Here comes Julian. Yep, sure is. Sudik and all these guys to pit road here. Pit road winds all the way around. So right there, that's the line. Now, while they're doing their pit stops, I will show you the blend line. Right there is what it's called in racing. That red area you cannot be driving down. Like as soon as you exit your pit stall, you need to be over in the green area. Otherwise, there could be a penalty after the race when the admins go looking at it. So we had one car actually stay out here, and that is Dakota DeMay. So we'll have to see if there's maybe some strategy there on the Sunset Arctic Games number 82 car. But no, it looks like he did come to pit road in the end. So going to hand the lead back to his teammate now. For those who have never seen an open wheel race in VOR, it is very similar to IndyCar. So you'll have a single file restart. All those cars ahead of the leader are going to take the wave around and come back around and either be back on the lead lap or close to the lead lap. And remember, I'll throw it up here again, the start zone. Let's put it right there on the screen for you. Pace car is going to pull off here, but the leader has to wait all the way over to turn 3 and 4. If I can get the camera shot, I'll show you where exactly the mark is. But there's a black banner right after the turn 3 sign is where the restart zone is here. It's right about here. And there they go. And Dakota DeMay up the track. Not sure what happened to him. And I think there were issues for Ty Richter. Yeah, Ty Richter's in the wall. That was Ty, not Dakota. Ty's got heavy damage. And Dakota did wreck. He's on pit road. Ty staying up and out of the way here. I think he's going to try to get to pit road without bringing a caution out. That's going to be very hard to do without a wing. Yeah, he's going to have to stay out and just kind of nurse himself around. Let's, I'm not sure what took place here. Let's see, maybe a stack up here? It's the only problem when you have, what, 20 cars or 21 cars? Oh, wow, back here, big wreck. Sam Barnes involved too. It's all checked up. Let's see it again here. Yep. Dakota gets damaged, Barnes gets damaged, and unfortunately Richter gets the worst of it. Blaine Sparling might have got damaged too, maybe? Oh, and caution is out now, so a lot of things happening here. And I think, did Richter finally just have to come to a stop or something, or? Oh, wow. Well, he has no grip because the front wing. And now the tire is broke, and now he has to stop on pit road and brings it, or on track, and second caution has come out. So a lot of action there all of a sudden in that 2-minute period. All right, so back we are. We're finally back live again. And we're going to take a chance. We're going to step away for a quick second, come back, get you more racing here from the Phoenix Raceway virtually on iRacing as you're watching the Velocity Online Racing Series on the Captain eSports Network.
This is your chance to get behind the wheel. The opportunity to race just like the pros. From the grassroots levels, where we all got our start, to the most popular race cars on the planet. From the fairgrounds of Nashville to the high banks of Daytona, to tracks that will never be forgotten. realistic driving, intense competition, all from the comfort of your own home. This is the ultimate motorsports simulation. This is iRacing.
All right, back we are at Phoenix Raceway. Thomas Geisler has led all but one lap so far in this Bitcoin 275. Round number 3 of the VOR IndyCar Series, Bitcoin SimRacing 275, I should say. I'll make sure I get the proper respect to the sponsor. Ah, there we go. Okay, we do have it working. I was trying to see if it's working. Hey, let's go to the second place car here because we tested it out during the off season. He went and bought himself a new camera. Not sure if it's going to make a difference on how he actually looks, but you know, at least he's trying. And if in the future, if any driver wants to do this, they can do it. But let's check in and get a look at the driver of the 31 car all the way over somewhere across the pond. I don't want to get the country wrong. But there's Julian. Julian Altena, driver of the 31 car. Yeah, I gotta set all that up. Julian's got his keyboard there. And apparently somebody loves me. That is creepy. Anyways, all right, pace car is we're gonna have a little fun for this one. We're gonna stay on board with Julian and watch him on this restart. From the eyes of the 31. No pressure, Julian. First gear, he's gonna wait. Geisler's in the zone. He can go. There he goes. The only creepy part, Mr. Dragman, is I don't know who you are. Like off the top of my head, I'm like, who's Dragman? I don't know you. Otherwise, I appreciate that. Julian is focused. Got his open wheel there. Got the whole lean going with it. You turn with the wheel, try to get the grip. Not sure how much the shoulder lean works for it, but hey. But yeah, if you want to be a part of the cameras and stuff like that, obviously I got a couple things to work on with it, but it's something we've been experimenting with. I've done it in other series. We can work on it and get you all set up to go. Back here, Musselman got a little tight, I think, right there. And here comes the 58 inside. Sebastian Kinder got me all thrown off with the different livery on it, on that car. The Netherlands, by the way, is where Julian is. I had to think about it I didn't want to give it the wrong country. I do that to Dan Marrero like all the time. Oh, let's get tight, Josh. Tucker tried to make a move on DL Lemon, and it kind of got tight on him. Well, Will Lyon up 5 positions. That VOR car looking pretty solid, almost scrapage of the wall. Cameron Boston there in the 86 having a great run. The Texas driver. Looking solid so far. board with Lemon. Culver City, California. That's the LA area, I believe. Makes me want Culver's. DL, the sponsor, the Bitcoin racing team, ran 100 and I think it was 117 laps I saw in the end of practice. Uh-oh, issues for Mauro Ramirez on pit road. He must have got the wall somewhere. Unfortunately, it is turning into a race of damage. A tough break there for the 52. Matthias Kraus making a move inside of Will Lyon for position, so Will falling back just a little bit here. Biggest movers so far in this race, AJ Musselman up 12. He's from 21st to 9th. How about Josh Tucker from 25th to 11th for him? Sam Barnes is up 10 spots, even though unfortunately he is a couple laps down, but actually still fighting there. 16th position for Sammy B. For Sam, I was talking a little bit about he and Blaine Sparling are drivers that race normally over in the GLSR series. But of course, one of the things I like to do as a broadcaster is show this series off to other people. And these guys have seen this series, and I've talked about it to them a little bit. And they're like, well, we're not used to driving open wheel cars, but hey, we can learn it. So that's what they're here for. They're literally learning. And I told Sam, run every lap. The only way you're going to learn is to run every lap. And that's what he's doing. He might be a lap down and have some damage on his car, but he's out there running laps. I said, I don't care if you finished 10 laps down. Run every lap, because every lap you're going to learn something new. You're going to learn how to work the weight tracker. You're going to learn how to run the anti-roll bars. You're going to learn the car. Don't even worry about racing the others. Just go race the track and learn. And that's in any car. If you ever go out and race a car you've never been in before, just run all the laps. Don't worry about trying to win the thing first try. So Thomas Geisler has led all but one lap so far in this race. One career win for the German driver. That was at Chicago at the end of season 5. And he dominated that race too. Tom looking pretty good. 7/10 over Julian Altina. Sudik there in third. Boston and then Matthias Kraus up to the 5th position as he tries to put pressure on Cameron. So one of the things about the lines you're seeing these cars run, obviously that top side is where you get the momentum to try to carry down the straightaway. But by doing that, it also opens up the air for the 59 car. So maybe these guys trying to maybe draft together to work their way up to Julian. That's why you see Sudik is up here running maybe what you call the Larson line in IndyCar. But then you see Kraus is getting all that clean air on the bottom side here. Until there, that's where he gets the dirty air. Jump back here. Josh Tucker's got himself a little fight. He's got Cesar Cabral, who started on pit road. He's back here. AJ Musselman is here. Not to mention a lot of stuff here that could be involved. This pitch is fuel strategy. You know, a lot of these cars could be running different fuel maps. You have 8 different maps that you can run, and 8 being the one that you run under caution. You'd never want to run map 8 under green. Never. But you could see some of these guys maybe in fuel map 3, or if they go max save, fuel map 5. 6 and 7 are more road course. And then, of course, the people with the lean, that's fuel map 1. And that could play a role because, as you see when I put up the pit strategy again on the screen, 47 to 53 laps. So, obviously, you want to try to make it 53. And talking to Craig Forsyth recently about strategy and stuff, one thing he brought up to me is when you enter an open wheel race, this is a very great point. When you enter an open wheel race, it immediately starts as a fuel mileage race. And then things happen that changes it into a speed race or whatever. So I bring that up to show you this now. So this is where what we're looking at is when the cars have been on pit road so far. So lap 31, everybody came to pit road. So we put the 47 to 53 in there from lap number 31. If you go 53, for instance, to 31, you're at lap 84 at that point. Let's add another 53 to that 84. You're now at 137, I believe it is. 137, that gets you, 44 laps to get you to the checkered flag. So basically it's a two-stop race if you're able to stretch the fuel out, where if you're down at the bottom end of that run, you might be looking at 3 stops to get to the finish. So that's in open wheel racing. It's kind of running the race backwards no matter what kind of track you're on. That's why you see what you see there with some of these cars that might be slowing down after they were kind of flying through the field. Here's Sebastian Kinder losing a spot to Jose Naranjo Granado. The 80 car up 5 spots to the 7th position. So for those I've just confused or blew their mind, I apologize in advance. I'm just trying to teach you something. Let's go back here. Josh Tucker, DL Lemon, Fran Herrera. This is a 3-car battle. 12th, 13th, and 14th here. Again, Musselman kind of flew through the field here and it's kind of stalled out. So I wonder if AJ is one of those cars running max fuel, or at least a fuel strategy. Otherwise, everything is kind of starting to settle down just a little bit. You see Musselman got by Lemon and is now coming to pit road. So here we go. I think this is a pit strategy move for Musselman. I believe this is right in the window to make it a 2-stopper the rest of the way for him. Or maybe even a 1-stopper. Actually, yeah, it would be 1 stop because 74, you go halfway, you get up to about the 120 mark. 4 tires and fuel, and there goes the Indy Alliance racing car. So kind of going off kilter here with the strategy. As you see, Geisler getting into lap traffic here. Sam Barnes, the Aurelio's pizza car. Makes me want pizza for dinner. So will anyone else follow the Musselman strategy, or is he going to go off strat here and be the only one that does it? This lap traffic's going to bring Julian Alta right to the leader. That was DL11 that just got lapped. They got Fran Herrera, I should say, right up here, 12th position. Trying to stay on the lead lap himself. Just shows you what dirty air can do here. I mean, it just can hold up everybody. You'd be way faster and all of a sudden just be held up. Thomas puts the lap on. Now Julian's got to go through the same people. Tyus Crown still about 6/10 back from Cameron Boston there, 4th position. let's take a peek real quickly at the schedule. What is coming up? So we have a month break after tonight's race. We ran 2 races, took a week off, and then we're going to take a month off for a summer break. And the reason being, there's a lot of big races for real life and stuff like that, and that kind of thing. So we try to keep the schedule focused with other things so that we don't like get in the way of running like actual IndyCar races on TV or whatever. So we are going to take a month off and come back August 13th at Daytona. However, there is going to be a little supplemental series, we'll call it, that is going to take place during those 4 weeks off. And that leads me to this, the Super Speedway Series that Julian has come together with. It is going to be a 6-race series during that time off that people can come and race. It will start actually next Saturday at Daytona under the lights there. And then the Atlanta Motor Speedway, new track there. That'll be ran round 2. That's actually the next day. So Saturday and Sunday next week. And then a Saturday, Sunday doubleheader for round 3 and 4. And then 5 and 6 the following week. So a 3-week, 6-race period as Thomas Geisler is coming to pit road. So we're going to jump off that. But that'll start next week. You can actually sign up for it in the VOR Discord. And if you need access to that, look down in the information page on the YouTube or Twitch, wherever you're watching, and you get a link to the Discord. So the leader is in on pit road, lap number 85. Four tires and fuel, and Geisler is sitting here an awful long time. Did he get a speeding penalty? What? Whoa. Yes, he has a speeding penalty. So 25 seconds on pit road. The penalty is actually 40 seconds. So he is going to take a big hit as the leader speeds on pit road. Here comes Julian into his pit stall as Geisler sits. Cameron Boston now on pit road, but Julian Alton, Season 4 winner, going to take off. You see right there goes Geisler. So it is literally, he is going to be just on the edge of being, what, maybe a lap or 2 down? We'll have to see when everything cycles out here as Matthias Kraus on pit road as K-Roll's going to lead. You see all the times down there at the bottom as people pit. Josh Canyon watching as he gets ready to watch his all-star race here in a little bit. As Kraus is in, going to be 4 tires and fuel for the 59 car, and he pulls away. As we have passed the halfway point as Gabriel comes to pit road. So all this is setting it up to be a one-stop run to the rest of the race. And how I just realized that Blaine Sparling is in the 3rd position. Wasn't he a lap down a little bit ago? So for people like Herrera, Blaine Sparling, who are staying out right now, they need a yellow. And here comes Blaine to pit road now along with Herrera. So this will cycle everything around right now. And a new leader will be Julian Alton, the Season 4 winner. Going to lead this race after the penalty to Thomas Geisler. And once we get all this sorted out, I'll tell you exactly where Thomas is on the track. A 40-second penalty and running 19-second laps. I would expect he is pretty close to 2 laps down. And he's running angry laps right now because he just ran the fastest lap of the race. So Sudik is now 2nd by 1.5 seconds. Matthias Kraus 3rd. Cameron Boston and Granado your top 5. As for Geisler, he runs 1 lap down. He is on the edge of 1 lap down. He is literally right here entering turn 3 and 4. And there's Julian. In the 14th position for Geisler after that tough break there. So Sven Van Cornell back here in the 8th position, 14 seconds back on the back end there of Cesar Cabral. Got a couple of battles here. Cabral about 6/10 up, and then AJ Musselman, who, remember, he actually short pitted to try to undercut a little bit here. Back at 72, he pitted in the 9th position there. So AJ working his own strategies here. And so far, 2 cautions in this race. The first one, a big accident off of turn 2. Forsyth getting into the 8 car. That also took out the 8 car, by the way, driven by Matthias Strauss. Also involved in that was Gabriel Amer and Dan Marrera. And then the second caution, issues on a restart. Dakota DeMay, Ty Richter, and Sam Barnes got involved in that one, with Richter being stuck out on track and hit the wall again with no wing on his front. That brought the second caution out. We have been green ever since here. And your lead now up to 3.9 seconds. So Julian is, I think, got it in fuel map 1, and he is just driving away. Let's check in on how Julian's doing here. Saw him peeking over at something, not sure. Oh, he's doing arrows here. He might be on his F3, maybe seeing where Sudik is on track, or maybe where Geisler is, potentially. Looks kind of nervous in there. It doesn't look too relaxed. He's kind of thinking there, it looks like. He's talking to somebody. I'm assuming he's in chat with somebody, maybe. All right, battle for the second position is in front of us here. Sudik and Matthias Kraus. Kraus up a spot, so Sudik, I wonder if there's some fuel save going on there, or if the car is just not handling. These are fixed setups. There's Cameron Boston right here in this battle too. Cameron going to dive it underneath Nick there for the position. He'll take it away. Let's go on board with Nick and listen. He might be, I can't hear, I don't hear anything that sounds like fuel save, but he could be at fuel save. Unless he has damage to his car that I don't know about. That could be another possibility here. 3.2 seconds now, Kraus behind Julian. Last time by, he was actually about 0.4 faster than the 31 car. This run for Cesar Cabral, it's going to say on the screen he's up 1 position. In actuality, he started in the back because he had to start on pit road. So he got that caution that came out. He stayed on the lead lap and has worked his way up through the attrition and through the field here. And sits 7th position in that 70 car. the driver out of Brazil. And you might notice that 16 car right there. Yeah, that's Thomas Geisler. Now, I do want to bring up this piece of irony that I did think about. In the Chicago race that Geisler won, I believe he had 2 pit stop penalties and had EOLs for both of them and won that race. So can lightning strike twice in a race to where something happens to get Geisler back on the lead lap and he comes back to win a race? Never say never. But we're going to keep an eye on that 16 car because he is driving the wheels off that thing right now. One thing I'm working on, I should share as part of helping out Julian with the series this season, is working on the SimRacer Hub, which is a website that most leagues use to take care of like points and stats and stuff like that. As I've started to work on the project of uploading all the races of the league's history into this website, and hopefully here in the near future I'll be able to give you guys stats and things of this season and even the history of VOR. Obviously, the one thing we do know is the all-time winner in this series was Alex Van de Sant. I say was like he's never coming back. You never know when Alex might show up. So Kinder trying to hold off Sven here. AJ Musselman is in this battle also. As I mentioned, these cars really haven't gotten away from each other at all. But we're going to be coming up on this last round of pit stops, so I'm going to step away really quickly. We'll come back and get you the final round of hopefully green flag pit stops as you're watching the VOR IndyCar Series here on the Captain eSports Network.
This is the world's premier online racing simulation. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat from your home computer with the most realistic online motorsports experience you'll find anywhere. Race virtually in the world's biggest events with officially licensed series, cars, and tracks. From the high banks of Daytona to the blistering speeds of Indianapolis, the dirt of Eldora to the world's most legendary road courses. It's all here, and with more than 180,000 people just like you already driving, you'll always have someone to race. Ready to get behind the wheel? Sign up at iRacing.com to get started.
All right, back we are here at the virtual Phoenix Raceway. Julian Alton leads, but Matthias Kraus is starting to approach. As it is less than a second. There he is right there, as a matter of fact. He gets into the screen from the 2. And we might have ourselves a battle for the lead. Kraus, who started back at 6. Looking to take a lead of this race as Boston is only 2.5 seconds back. Sudik about 5.8 back now. Grinaldo about 6.5 back in the top 5 right now. As we have 50 laps to go next time by, so the window is now open for the final pit stops in this race. Question is, when is everybody going to take those stops? Right now, Musselman says, here he comes. Gets it down to the speed limit. If you're just joining us for the first time ever on the channel, the pit sign you're seeing, or pit stops you're seeing there at the bottom of the screen, the number counting right now is the total delta on pit road. Where the word pit is will change to a time once he finishes his pit stop, and that'll be his total exact pit time also here. There he goes, 8.3 for Musselman. So So he should be good to go to the finish of this race, which of course will not have any green-white checkers. When we get to lap 171, it is over. Kraus has got it within 2/10. Now, Julian could be an interesting one to pass because Julian is very notorious for going to the top groove. And I see Kraus is kind of putting that right wing out there, trying to get some air to it. Dan Marrera helping me out with a little bit of knowledge there. Appreciate it, sir. Hope you're doing well. Sorry about your race today. There you go. Matthias jumping up, getting some air to the nose, but also going to get passed by Will Lyons, who is, I believe, a lap down right now. Actually, 2 laps down. That's my boy. Let's see, when did Will come to pit road? Last time, Will pitted at 85, so he's on the same strategy here. He just went full tilt and went and caught the leaders and made the pass here, got a lap back. And I think that's the same strategy you're seeing Thomas Geisler on here. Geisler is actually back into the top 10 right now. If this race goes yellow at any time, Thomas Geisler is pretty much back in this race. Well, that would explain why Julian's probably halfway up the track then. 41 laps to go. You see Kraus looking. And that has brought Cameron Boston into the battle as Sudik is on pit road. We got a 3-car battle for the lead as Sudik comes in, the guy that finished runner-up in the points last season. Julian coming to pit road. So the leader's in. Let's see if that forces Kraus and Boston to come in. I think if you're back near Cabrel or Kinder or Von Cannell, those guys back there, you're running this thing as far out as you can go. The rest of these guys, you might want to pit with the leader to get the tires on. 8.6 for Sudik. Let's go to the leader. There's Julian entering his stall. 8.1. Thomas Geisler on pit road now. Juan Cannell entering his pit stall there to 24 car. 4 tires, fuel, and he gone. Ronaldo, Kinder, Tucker also on pit road now. Still waiting on the top 4 to come to pit road. This is all with 45 laps to go. Everybody is in the window now to go all the way to the finish. The later you pit in this run, the quicker you can get to fuel map 1 and let it rip. All right, here comes Kraus to pit road. Let's see if he did enough to overcut Julian for the lead here. Dirty Dan, everybody. Dirty Dan. .6 for Matthias. So actually Julian had the better stop. Where's Julian on track? There comes Julian right there. Did not work. He's right with him, though. Got to get those tires up to temp. So Cameron Boston and Cesar Gabriel on pit road. Fran Herrera waiting on him to come to pit road. All right, so there is the one driver yet to pit. The 85, Fran Herrera, and then he'll hand it back to Julian Altena. The winner back in season 4, the last time we were here, had some drama in that win, if I remember correctly. A couple people taking each other out at the end. This one, though, might be more of a pit strategy type of race that Julian could just maybe run away with, but it's not going to be easy. He's only got a half second on Kraus for what will be the lead here in a second. Boston's only about 3 seconds back. There's 3 cars right there. Now, the only plus of Herrera staying out right now is if this race were to get the yellow, he would steal this track position potentially away, but also at the same time, he will do what you call short fill. He can actually lessen up the amount of fuel in the car, because in this car, the tires actually change quicker than the fuel. So the less fuel you take, the quicker you can get out of pit road. Looky here. This is for the second position, which will eventually be the lead. Kraus trying to hold off Julian. Late move by the 59. Gonna slide up a little bit there. Had to get out of the gas, and here comes right there to the right. You saw the 85 on pit road. There's the over-under. He got him. He slides up. He's clear. Matthias Kraus to the lead. Now Julian's going to try the over-under move. 26 laps to go. P1 for the 59. Looking for his first career win in this series. Well, he's driving away, too. Now, Matthias pitted 5 laps later, so you wonder if Julian is actually not in fuel map 1, and that might have cost him the lead. Saving fuel a little bit. Is that burning the right front off too much, maybe, Dan? Is that why he's tight, or you think it's just the way he probably doesn't have the most comfortable setup? And one car that is sliding back continuously through the field here is Sudik, is now back to 9th. Remember, he was up in 2nd at one point. Sudik must have damage on this car. Well, then again, no, he pitted at lap 130, so his fuel strategy might be in question. And look at this now, battle for second. Here comes Cameron. So the only thing he could do different is either up on the weight jacker or use that high line to lessen the wheel turn. Boston over-under move. These open wheel cars are kind of looking like there's like the PJ1 or something up there at the top of the track. Slide up top side, come back underneath. Boston looking for his best career finish. Oh, Barnes killed a pit crew member. Come on, Sam. All right, let's look through the field real quick, see everybody. Julian should be okay. I mean, if Julian's not okay, then AJ Musselman's screwed. Because Musselman pitted at 21. And then Julian at 31. That's 10 laps later. Unless Julian short-filled himself too much. But the earliest guy that came to pit road, here, I'll let you guys look at it. Let's just put it like this. Why am I talking about it? There's the pit strategy. Where everybody pitted in the top 12. Now Julian under attack. Here comes Granado. Vámonos, says Hombre Vinegre, I believe that is. And Thomas, so that just tells you, look at this. Thomas Geisler, remember earlier off pit road? He was right in front of Julian. Thomas has caught Julian. Oh, contact! Thomas into the Granado car. And they save it. That almost got ugly quick. I'm sure somebody ain't going to be happy about that move. "13 laps to go." Kraus, who races for the, I believe it's Crescent, is the team name. Him and Sven von Kannel, a couple German drivers on this team. Looking to score for their first career win. Not only the team, but also the driver. Kraus looking pretty good, 1.7 seconds up. And round number 2, Granado going to get up to Julian here, and Thomas is trying to get around Julian. Thomas is going as hard as he can go. I don't blame him, because he's trying to go get this lap back. I mean, yes, we're about to the point of no return where a caution ends the race, but you never know. Nine laps to go. I'll have to talk to Julian after the race there. He had a bad run off turn 2 just now. That's going to allow... Oh, Granado about got in position, but Julian, hold that top side. And look, don't look behind you. Here comes Cesar Cabral. Oh, one got in the wall there. I think that was Granado maybe. No, it was Cabral. It was that black car. Again, after this race, we take a month off from this series, and of course we'll have that Super Speedway series I'm going to try to broadcast or even potentially race in a couple of the races. Won't be able to do them all because Sundays are usually my other day, but my family day during the daytime, so I won't be able to cover the Sunday races. But we'll see. We'll get it all worked out. We might have something brewing here, boys. 4 laps to go. Cameron Boston has caught Matthias Kraus. I looked up and I saw 4/10. I'm like, wait a minute here. Can the Team Watson driver, I believe he races for? I'm going to double check that. Yes, Team Watson, turn 4 racing. Can they get their first, I guess it wouldn't be their first series win. But Boston is here. White flag, final lap. For the second straight race, can we have a last lap as he gets into him? It turns Kraus. What a wild way to end Phoenix with Boston. And what is going to be his first career win? We'll see if there's going to be any kind of investigation. We'll look at the replay. You got to be kidding me. Grinaldo's going to end up second. Julian Alton a third. I'm going to look at the replay before I say anything because it looked like at first that maybe Kraus went down and then at first, and then Boston went to go topside and then almost like, again, before I show this, I'm just what I thought I saw at first was then Kraus maybe went topside to kind of defend that move and they just hit each other. Let's see if I'm right of what I saw here. Cameron's behind him. So it looked right there. It looks like for a second there, and correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like Kraus goes to turn in low, notices that he's going to go high, and then stays high, and Boston has to turn back down. And there's the contact. I want to watch the wheel of Kraus now because it looks like it from the outside, but the inside, yeah, the chopper view might work too. I want to go cockpit first here. I want to see if Kraus turns left at all here. Right there. You see how the wheel turned left a little bit and then he realized, wait, no, that wasn't a smart move, and it turns in? I could be wrong by that. Let's go blimp view now. And I'm not trying to defend Boston at all. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing here. Let's blimpy view. See, it looks like at first Boston might go bottom. Yeah, right there. Well, maybe not. That's tough to call, man. I don't know. It just looked like from that instance that maybe he went to turn down and then noticed he was going high and stayed up. And then Cameron turned down because he realized he was staying high. Kind of like one of those, like, which way is he going to go type things. Let's go to the, let's go on board to Cameron here. Right there. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Look, if you look real closely here, you're going to see the Kraus car go to the left a little bit. So I almost wonder, is he turning left to get off the wall? Or is he turning left to go ahead and enter the corner, realizes that, hey, this guy's probably going high, and decides to stay high at the last minute, which makes Bastian adjust his line to the bottom. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. Unless he's trying to keep it off the wall, which he didn't seem that close. But in the end, Kraus had to get out of the gas, and he ran him over. Right? That's exactly what it looks like, Dan, right? So that's going to be interesting how that gets called then. Wow. All righty then. That's a hell of a way to end the race. Second straight race with a last lap pass. Let's see who's here to talk. Julian's in here with me, and there's Cameron. Let's get the winner in here and talk to him. Cameron, welcome to Victory Lane here in VOR. I know it's an interesting battle you guys had. What you honked down Kraus there from a long ways back. Yeah. I want to get your opinion of that because it seems like, from my view, it looked like maybe Matthias at first went to go low, saw you maybe go high, and then he adjusts high, which then makes you adjust low, and you guys come together.
Yeah, well, I was really hoping for the high line there. I felt like my momentum on the high side through that last set of corners. I always mess up the number in there, but I believe it's 1 and 2. I felt like my momentum high was way better than a lot of the people out there, and that was really my strong point. But I didn't really want the low line, and then it just seemed like there was still some space, but maybe it was net code. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look back at the replay because I feel bad about making contact there.
Oh, understandable. I know that's not the way most people want to end a race like that, but it seemed like the high line on older tires was the way to go for most people, and you talked about how you felt like you were getting amazing runs. Is that what helped you come up and catch him later?
Yeah, I was definitely able to power through that with that momentum on the high side. Mostly in, I suppose it's in turn 3, I was trying for the low line most of the time, and then 1 and 2, I was high, and really felt like that was a strong one for me.
Well, needless to say, it's your first career win here in this series. You've had your ups and downs here. I know that's got to feel pretty good to go to Victory Lane here in this series.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one, especially with season 7. There's a lot of good drivers in here. I feel like there's a definite rebound from last season, and people are doing great here.
Yeah, it's been a great race. I mean, it's 2 straight races with 2 or less cautions, basically, to get the season going. So congratulations, man. Shout out to whoever you like to, and get a win for Texas.
Yeah. Shout out to Team Watson Racing and Turn 4 Racing. And I know Nick's race wasn't quite as good as he was hoping for, had some damage there. But it's always a pleasure running with those guys and getting all their insight as well. So definitely one I enjoyed for sure.
Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, man. You got your win. Go celebrate with the team, and I'm sure you and Matthias or others will probably talk and figure it all out, but I know it's an unfortunate way to win a race, but hey, you went and earned it. So great job tonight, and go celebrate.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Have a good one.
You too. Cameron Mostyn, the winner here in Phoenix. Let's move him down to the waiting room. Julian's here with me now. Julian, you end up finishing 3rd. I'm sure you might have seen the replay already of the finish, but let's talk about your race, because the main issue that me and even Dan are talking about in chat a little bit, were you having a tight issue with the line you were running? Was it a fuel saving issue? What hurt you a little bit there to cause you to fall back?
Hello.
Hi.
So it's been a while since I've talked to you in an interview way, but yeah, I was leading. trying to save fuel at that point, and then just before my final stop, I think 10 or 20 laps before it, so not just, but about halfway in the second to last stint, I hit the wall. I got a little bit of damage, so I tried to aim for 20 flats, but it was really difficult. I did get below the 20s in terms of lap time a few times, but all the guys behind were doing like 19.5s, 96. So I was down on speed a good few 4/10 a lap every lap, so that just sucked. Because I knew that I was in a good position to win the race, first win since Phoenix Season 4, same track, so it would have been fitting, but it just wasn't meant to be. But sucks as well for Nick that he also got damage. He said it over the voice chat as well. It would have been a good race, but Cameron and Matthias went at it at the last few laps. I didn't take a look at it yet because I was just processing my own disappointment there for a second, but I'm sure it will be looked at and discussed between those two, and we'll see what happens there. But congrats to Cameron on winning, and also Jose on his first podium.
Absolutely, man. Well, did it get dark in your room all of a sudden, or is it getting dark outside? Or what's the deal here?
It's getting dark outside. I will spare you the turning the webcam to outside, because then you'll see very ugly angles of my face. But there is a few clouds as well, so that makes it a little bit darker too. But yeah, it's about to be. The sun is already set, actually. So
there you go. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations on backing up that win with a third-place run. And I know you've had a little bit of a rough start to the season, so I'm sure that's going to be a pretty good feeling to come back and get top 3 here.
Yeah, exactly. First clean race without disconnecting before the green, so I'll take it.
There you go. You're 1 for 1 on that one. Well, great job tonight. Shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, of course. Thanks to all the teammates of Alternate Autosport. We dropped the VOR name for this season. But thanks to everybody on the team. Too many to name, but thanks to you for broadcasting this. As always, thanks to Bitcoin SimRacing for sponsoring the race. I kind of have to say that too as the league admin, so thank you. To DL Lemon for doing that. And can't wait for Daytona in 5 weeks' time.
Yes, and then Super Speedway racing in between there. So great job tonight, and go celebrate.
Thanks, man.
All
See ya.
right, you too. That's Julian, who waves at the camera. And Julian finishes in the third position. Let's see, did Jose come in here at all? It looks like none of the other drivers have come in there. So let's take a look at the final results here after a wild finish here at the Phoenix Raceway. I literally looked up with 5 laps to go, and I'm like, where in the world did Cameron come from? And he definitely did what he had to do to win this thing tonight. He beats out Jose Granado to get his first career win. Julian Alton, a third. Cesar Cabral started this race on pit road and finishes 4th. Sebastian Kinder 5th. AJ Musselman finishes 6th. Sven von Kannel finishes 7th. Josh Tucker 8th. Matthias Kraus in the end at 9th position for him. Thomas Geisler, he's probably kicking himself right now for that pit stop error. He'll finish 10th. Fran Herrera 11th. Will Lyon 12th. Sudik 13th. Blaine Sparling gets a 14th place finish. DL Lemon, appreciate his sponsorship of the race. He finishes 15th. Sammy B gets a 16th. Mauro Ramirez 17th. Craig Forsyth 18th. Looking at the rest of your finishing order in the race, Ty Richter 19th. Dakota DeMay 20th. Matthias Strauss, Dan Marrera, Gabriel Amer, all these guys had issues in the race. Antonio Estrada, Tobias Nahara, I believe that is, Donna Vera, and Ethan Harrison never left his garage. As those 26 cars end up at the end of the race. Let's go back. I want to show it one more time here, the finish, and what took place here on the final lap. If I can get the cameras to cooperate with me. Once again, I mean, I think if I have to put my opinion out right now, I'd say this is a racing accident, only because of the way it almost seemed like that Matthias might have been undecisive of where he wanted to go here and into turn 1 and 2, and basically it left Boston in the spot where he kind of had to make a decision. He wanted to go high. You heard him in the interview say that, but then when Matthias went high, he had to make the change and go low because he had to get the air on his nose, and unfortunately there's the contact. And it goes from there. So that's a tough pill to swallow for Matthias. But great racing here. Again, 2 cautions at a 1 mile short oval tonight to wrap this thing up here at Phoenix. So great job to those guys. And great job to the field tonight. Great job, Julian, of course, putting this all together. And a big thanks, of course, to the sponsor of the race here this afternoon, and that was Bitcoin SimRacing for the Phoenix 275. So, again, we take a month off and come to Daytona. The first ever caution-free race was there just a couple seasons ago. Don't ask how, but it happened. And we'll try to do it again this season from the Daytona International Speedway virtually as we go racing on the oval for 100 laps coming up in August. So we're looking forward to that. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the month of July. Stay cool, drink some water, whatever you got to do to stay cool because it's hot in like half the places. That's just the way it works in summer, I guess. But anyhow, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon and rest of your evening. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!